تفضل سيد.
I was in a masjid earlier today, and we have the Islamic calendar, and there was a narration dealing with the month of Shaban that was collected in Ibn Majah, and he said that the Prophet ﷺ said when the 15th of Shaban comes, the day of the 15th, to fast that day and to get up and pray Qiyam al-Layl.
طيب.
Is this authentic? Is this something we should be doing?
Bismillah. Question says, the other day I was in a masjid and I saw on the Islamic calendar or the Muslim calendar a narration regarding the 15th of the month of Shaban and Sunan Ibn Majah. Sunan Ibn Majah. And the narration said in brief, when the middle of Shaban comes, pray, stand at night, do acts of ibadah, etc. Is this authentic? Fasting that day, praying at night, is this authentic or not? Al-Hafidh ibn Rajab, rahimahullah, in his book Lata'if al-Ma'arif, he has a good discussion of this entire issue. A good discussion of this entire issue. In brief, the simple answer is that it's not authentic. That's the simple answer. However, there's difference of opinion among some of the people of knowledge with regards to those narrations and with regards to making those special acts of ibadah during the middle of the month of Sha'ban. Just like other months as well, Rajab. They differ over the hadith regarding the month of Rajab. Okay, Ibn Rajab, back to the detail, he has a book called Lata'if al-Ma'arif, in which he talks about what? He talks about the different months of the year. He says, min al-wadha'if, things to do throughout all 12 months of the year. It's been more than a couple times we've read from the book in khutbahs, in classes. We have a review of the book we did in Baltimore, Maryland, maybe 2 summers ago. Okay, I think in Masjid al-Haq, not sure. Al-Muhim is on the page in which we summarize the index of the book and the importance of the book for the Muslim to understand and to realize that it's always something to do all year round. It's some type of virtue. There's some hadith, there's some type of dua, some recommended act, some type of fadl in all months of the year, one way or another. All right? And there are things that the people of knowledge agree on, such as Ramadan, such as Muharram. Everybody understand this? The sacred months, mathalan. And then there are issues over which the people of knowledge differ, such as the middle of Rajab, or the middle of Shaban, or fasting on the day of Arafah. And the list goes on. So therefore, do what you feel, but then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is closest to that which is correct, that which is closest to the authentic sunnah. And that is that the Prophet ﷺ spoke on the month of Sha'ban and fasting the month, all of it, if not most of it. Making a special prayer in the middle of the month isn't something that's mentioned in the authentic, well-known hadith. So it should not be done. The people of knowledge, they differ on the authenticity of those narrations or not. And the view that I feel is most correct and Allah knows best is that they are not authentic. Wallahu alam. Next question. La Abu Bakr, no question for you. Malish. Sorry, you're banned. Tfadal. I don't have to tell you why. There's no reason that I have to give. Fadal, Khalid. We'll think, we'll see. Nanzur, we'll see.
Initials MC New Jersey. So if someone is stopped from doing good, they have the intention and try their best, but for a reason or another, they're not able to do that good deed. Does it mean they are not worthy?
Not necessarily. La. Allah Azza wa Jal decrees things for wisdoms that He knows about, subhanahu wa ta'ala. And just because you're stopped or prevented from doing something doesn't mean that you're unworthy, that you're a bad slave, that Allah hates you. Doesn't mean that. Allah Azza wa Jal, perhaps He could decree something for you not to do an act of good and give you the reward as a means of mercy and a means of showing you and teaching you how you really aren't in control. You're really not doing anything. You're a poor, weak slave. Allah Azza wa Jal is the one who does. He's the one who decrees. He's the one who gives the reward and forgives the sins. And He's the one who hides the faults of the slave. So this is from the hikmah of Allah Azza wa Jal with regards to tawbah, with regards to sins, and with regards to things not being done. for you to realize that it wasn't decreed. وَلَوْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ. Allah says in the Quran, if Allah had willed, مَقْتَتَلُوا, they wouldn't have fought, they wouldn't have killed, they wouldn't have differed. Everybody understand this? وَلَوْ شَاءَ رَبُّكَ. If your Lord had willed, He would have, لَهَدَاكُمْ, He would have guided all of you. He would have made all of you Muslims, but that's not what Allah wanted. So Allah, He decrees certain things to show you things. From those things that He shows us is that He is merciful. And He gives you more than what you put in. He gives you much more than what you put in. From the things that Allah Azza wa Jal shows us that you're not in control. Everybody understand this? And oftentimes we as human beings, we feel that we're in control. And we can do things and make things. All I got to do is prepare and plan and do it the right way and it's going to happen. You did everything that you could. You bought it ahead of time. You went to the airport early. The flight is canceled. So you have to be reminded as a slave and humbled. So it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. And bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, if it was your sincere intention to do that thing, and you took the necessary means, the necessary actions and steps, and it wasn't decreed, then bi'idhnillahi ta'ala you will get the reward. And Allah knows best. Fadl Abu Bakr.
The question is regarding a hadith. It's in Muslim Ahmad. قال حدثنا عبد الملك بن عمير قال سمعت شبيبا أبا روح من ذي الكلاع أنه صلى مع النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم الصبح فقرأ بالروم فتردد في آية فلما انصرف قال
فقرأ بالروم بالروم
فقرأ بالروم فتردد في آية فلما انصرف قال إنه يلبس علينا القرآن
إنه يلبس أو يلبس
إنه يلبس علينا القرآن أن أقواما منكم يصلون معنا لا يحسنون الوضوء فمن شهد الصلاة معنا فليحسن الوضوء. So I just want to, the question is regarding making wudu. Does that have an effect on our salah? That, if someone's wudu is not correct amongst the jama'ah, would that mean that it would have an effect on the khushu' of the salah of the rest of them?
طيب. Questions regards to the hadith in the Musnad of Imam Ahmad that's quoted to say that the Prophet ﷺ said that the Quran, a person may make a mistake wherever they're in, and then people pray with us, they don't have the proper wudu. Does the wudu have an effect upon the khushu' in the salah, concentration in salah, etc.? First and foremost is the authenticity of this hadith. Is this hadith sahih? Is it well known? That's the first issue, which we're not going to get into right now. Secondly the answer is yes and no, in brief, yes and no. The wudu does have an effect upon your khushu' in the salah. And from another aspect, la. It's from the shurut. And the shurut come before the act of ibadah. And in most cases, they're outside of the act of the ibadah. So how does the wudu pertain to the khushu' in the salah? What we spoke about on Saturday, the month of Sha'ban. What we spoke about in Massachusetts with regards to pre-game. The concept of doing things before the game. And how it helps you to focus and to concentrate during the game. The ritual, pre-game ritual. It's very important. Getting you in the mood, getting you to focus, getting you to be hungry, to be thirsty, to be intense, to be fierce when you play. What you do beforehand. And it lies no doubt, Allah Azza wa Jal, He told us to make the wudu when we stand for the salah, for a wisdom, for a reason, whether we have wudu or not. The Prophet ﷺ, sometimes he would make salah with one wudu. Sometimes he would make a wudu for each salah to renew the wudu, and it's a purpose behind that. Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah ta'ala, he has a very long detailed discussion of the wudu and its benefits. The wudu and its physical and spiritual benefits. The cleanliness, the mental cleanliness, the pre-ritual before the prayer. There lies no doubt that helps you have more khushu' in the salah. And when you finish the salah, the adhkar that you make, you sit, you reflect, that helps you recap what you said in the salah. And it carries you on to the next salah. So there's no doubt about that in general. However, to say that if a person doesn't have a good wudu, they're going to bother the imam, or the imam is going to bother someone else, هذا يحتاج إلى نظر. That needs to be looked into severely. ولا تزر وازرة وزر أخرى. No one who bears a burden is going to bear the burden of another. So just because you made a bad wudu, or you may not have wudu, you may be junub, waliyadhu billah. How is that going to affect me? I made wudu, I'm focusing, I'm concentrating. Now the general concept of negativity in al-Islam, negativity as they say, or negative energy, negative spirit, some people say negative chi, whatever word you want to use. Al-Muhim, there are hadith that prove the generality of negativity and its effect upon other people. When the Prophet ﷺ and the Sahaba overslept for the Salat al-Fajr, when they were traveling that night and they went to sleep, and the Messenger of Allah ﷺ, when he woke up, and the Sahaba woke up, he says, "Tahawwalu." He says, "Move an makanikum alladhi asabatkum fihi al-ghafla." Aw kama qala alayhi salatu wassalam. He says, move to another place from which this place in which you were afflicted by heedlessness. Shaitan, heedlessness, you overslept. And then they made the salah in another location. There is no doubt this authentic hadith teaches us is that the place has an effect on you. The place has an effect on you. And there are other hadith as well in which the Messenger of Allah ﷺ spoke about places, spoke about different appearances and images, spoke about certain words. Certain words. Optimism through certain words. And pessimism, or even the general concept of superstition that many people have through certain things. Not saying that there's superstition in Islam, but if people have superstition, then they're definitely going to have it in these three things. The Prophet said, he told us about these things, about a house, about a horse, about a woman. How if people, they had superstition about these things, this is not a good horse. It's a bad horse. It's